In a peaceful Minecraft village surrounded by tall forests and mountains, there lived a young boy named Rilo. Rilo was known as the most curious explorer in the entire village. While other villagers spent their time farming or building houses, Rilo loved adventure. Every day he packed some bread, grabbed his tools, and went exploring deep into the wild. One morning, Rilo decided to explore a part of the forest that no villager had visited in years. The trees there were huge, and the sunlight barely touched the ground. Strange sounds echoed between the leaves, but Rilo wasn't afraid. In fact, it made him even more curious. After walking for a while, something caught his attention. Behind a large stone, something was glowing softly. Rilo slowly walked closer, and then he saw it, an egg. But this wasn't a normal egg. It was large and dark with glowing red lines across its shell. It looked mysterious and powerful. Rilo carefully picked it up. The egg felt warm. Suddenly, crack, Rilo jumped back. The egg began to shake in his hands. Crack, crack. Small pieces of the shell started falling away. Rilo held his breath. Then finally, the egg opened. A tiny creature slowly crawled out. It had small wings, shiny scales, and glowing golden eyes. Rilo stared in shock. It was a baby dragon. For a moment, Rilo didn't move. Everyone in the village believed dragons were dangerous monsters, but the tiny dragon didn't look scary at all. Instead, it looked at Rilo and made a soft sound. R. Rilo slowly smiled. "Well, you're not scary," he said quietly. The little dragon tried to stand but fell on the grass. Rilo helped it up. "I guess you need a name," Rilo said. He thought for a moment, then he smiled. "I'll call you Draco." The baby dragon happily flapped his tiny wings, but Rilo suddenly realized something important. If the villagers found a dragon, they would try to destroy it. He had to keep Draco safe, so Rilo carefully wrapped Draco in his backpack and secretly brought him home. That night, Rilo built a hidden room under his house. It was the perfect place to hide a dragon. From that day on, Rilo and Draco became best friends. Every day Rilo brought food and water for his new dragon friend. At first, Draco was very small. He followed Rilo everywhere like a puppy. Sometimes he tried to fly, but usually crashed into things. One day, Draco sneezed. Achoo! A tiny spark of fire shot out of his mouth and burned a piece of wood. Rilo quickly poured water on it. "Whoa, easy there, Draco," Rilo laughed. Days passed, then weeks. Draco kept growing bigger and stronger. Soon he could fly properly. At night, Rilo and Draco secretly flew above the forest under the moonlight. It became their favorite adventure. But one day, everything changed. A villager named Marcus was walking near the forest. Suddenly, he looked up. For just a second, he saw a dragon flying between the trees. Marcus ran back to the village in panic. "A dragon!" he shouted. "There's a dragon in the forest." The villagers quickly grabbed swords, bows, and armor. "We must protect the village." Rilo heard the shouting and his heart started racing. "They found out," he whispered. Draco looked worried. Rilo knew the villagers didn't understand. They thought all dragons were monsters. But before Rilo could explain anything, a loud roar shook the sky. Roar! Everyone looked up. A giant shadow flew across the clouds. It was another dragon, but this one was enormous. Its wings covered the sky. Its eyes glowed with anger. This dragon was not friendly. It flew toward the village and breathed a massive wave of fire. Houses started burning. Villagers ran in fear. The giant dragon roared again and circled above the village. Rilo realized something. This was their chance to prove that Draco wasn't a monster. Rilo looked at his dragon friend. "Draco, we have to help them." Draco spread his wings. Rilo climbed onto his back. "Let's go." Draco flew high into the sky. The villagers watched in shock. Another dragon? But this time, it was different. Draco flew straight toward the giant dragon. The battle in the sky began. The giant dragon roared and breathed fire. Draco quickly dodged the flames. Rilo pulled out his bow and shot arrows. One arrow hit the giant dragon's wing. The dragon roared angrily. It tried to attack Draco again, but Draco was faster. He flew higher and higher into the sky. Then Rilo shouted, "Now, Draco." Draco dived down at incredible speed and released the strongest fire breath he had ever used. The giant dragon was hit. It lost control and crashed far away in the mountains. The village was saved. Slowly, Draco landed in the center of the village. Rilo climbed down. The villagers stared in silence. Marcus stepped forward. That dragon saved us. One by one, the villagers lowered their weapons. They finally understood something important. Not all dragons were monsters. Some dragons could be heroes. From that day on, Draco was no longer a secret. He became the protector of the village, and Rilo became famous as the boy who befriended a dragon. But deep down, Rilo knew something. The world was full of mysteries, and somewhere far away, there might be more dragons waiting to be discovered. And that meant one thing: their adventure had only just begun. The end, for now.